What's going on, guys? It's your boy Panda here, and welcome back to the channel. In yesterday's video, we talked about how XDefiant and Modern Warfare 3 could coexist with each other, so I wanted to go on the other end of the spectrum and say, what could be the possible downfall of XDefiant against Call of Duty and vice versa? Now, if you're interested in both XDefiant and Call of Duty, tomorrow at October 5th at 12 Eastern, I will be co-streaming here on YouTube the COD Next event, showing off all the new gameplay for multiplayer zombies and Warzone, so we'll be seeing a lot of stuff tomorrow, and if you guys are interested in seeing the game before maybe buying the game or before the beta, that's the best time to come watch with me, get my reaction, talk to me in chat, hang out, and have fun. So enjoy the video, guys. So like I said, yesterday we talked about how these two games can coexist, and a lot of you guys put in the comment section below a lot of good thoughts and opinions on why you think they could coexist. There was a lot of one-sided affairs when it came to XDefiant fans being like, no, XDefiant's better, I'm not paying $70, which respectfully I agree with. $70 is a lot for a video game, so I don't blame you if you don't want to spend that kind of money. For those of you now that might be getting both games, here's the thing I could see as being a downfall for each of them. Call of Duty, as we said, $70 title. XDefiant, free to play. That's a win for XDefiant for sure. But now, when it comes to who they're going up against, it's that of the household name of Call of Duty. Now, people have said that Call of Duty's new game is a $70 DLC, and I have fought back on that a little bit when I said, you know, we're getting a campaign, a zombies mode, new multiplayer experience with new guns, maps, all that kind of stuff. So, it's not like it's a complete different, game, but it's on the same engine, so it's still a Call of Duty title. We've paid much more for map packs in the past, so I'm not really that concerned when it comes to it being a DLC. Now, if you've been rubbed wrong by Call of Duty, I can completely understand not wanting to buy the game. I encourage anyone to play what they want to play. XDefiant's biggest hurdle is their release date. When it comes to the leaks that we've gotten in the insiders, everyone's saying October 17th is the date to look forward to because there's not going to be any major bug fixes that they have to do unless something pops up. So the 17th looks to be the date we're going for. I would assume on the 10th of next week, so a week from that would be the day we get the preload going, 7 days early, if not maybe 5 days early on the 13th. But that date lines up directly with Modern Warfare 2's Haunting of Al-Mazrah event, the big haunting event across all of Call of Duty. And if you guys have played any CODs in the past, especially anything with Warzone tied into it, you know that the haunting event is Call of Duty's biggest event every year. It's what they put the most time into, it's got the most content, and truly it is most likely the most fun, other than maybe the reveal event for the other games. But for me, I'm looking forward to the Al-Mazrah event for the nighttime mode, Zombie Royales. That's one of my favorite things to do with my friends. It's just a fun mode to play. Now, they are coming off the back end of Modern Warfare 3, so the way this kind of works is if XDefiant does drop that day, there is a good chance a lot of people will want to play it, because when you play Modern Warfare 3, if it's as drastically different as they're making it sound, people aren't going to want to hop back on, especially the multiplayer side of Modern Warfare 2. So if Warzone has its event and then you have XDefiant launching, people might hop on and play a little bit of Warzone, and then they're going to head over to XDefiant and grind out some stuff, or vice versa. But their biggest hurdle is competing against Call of Duty at that date. And we've talked about this in the past, where if this approval process would have been smoother, they definitely had a perfect release window in July and August. That was a very downtime with no updates on the newest Call of Duty. But as time went on and Call of Duty started hyping this back up, I mean, they went yesterday and went balls to the wall with a trailer that was with Eminem to bring back nostalgia for all their former fans. And I truly think Call of Duty kind of pushed away that tactical camper side of their community. So XDefiant and Call of Duty both fit now that niche of just fast-paced arcade-style fun shooters. It feels like that's the kind of world they're going for, because Modern Warfare 2 was really geared towards tactical, very slow, methodical, just shooter, and that's not what Call of Duty was. So seeing that XDefiant and Call of Duty are both going to compete at this fast speed is something that's going to get interesting. Another thing that they could fall victim to, and I'm not knocking the studio at all because they have been very transparent and very open with their communication, they haven't been very open with their marketing when it comes to showing off the game, talking about features, stuff like that. Could come back to haunt them in a sense, because if they don't get these updates just consistently posted and talking about what to look forward to, and not just a roadmap that spans out over months, and you just don't have consistent updates in a game, especially a free-to-play title, and if it's just cosmetic updates and people are just buying bundles and stuff, there's going to be a lot of complaints, just like that of Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 had no real community updates other than content bundles that were just new characters and shit like that people didn't want to spend money on because the game was boring. Now, when it comes to XDefiant, it's a free-to-play game, so most of their revenue will be coming from the form of content. So if they don't give a lot of updates when it comes to game fixes, if there's any bugs or new modes, new maps, new guns, stuff like that, if they aren't consistent with that, there's going to be a drop-off in the player base. It's just a known fact. Call of Duty runs through the same process. People stop playing COD in between seasons. The Reloaded update comes out, they start playing again. The new season comes out, they start playing again. It's the same thing every couple months, where XDefiant will have its niche of players that consistently play and want to grind and want to just keep being the best at the best of the best, but there's going to be players that drop off because they're bored because of the replayability when it comes to, hey, I maxed out all my guns, I got all my camos, this, that, and the other. Now, what is there to do? And you're not promoting anything to say what might be coming. So players are going to get bored, they're going to leave, and then they'll come right back. The final and biggest point that we've kind of touched on is that of you have this window now from the 17th until the 10th of November to really push your game, give it consistent content, talk about it more, promote it, and all that leading up to the release of Modern Warfare 3. Love it, hate it, doesn't matter how you feel. Call of Duty is a household name, and I get if you don't want to buy it, we talked about it already, don't buy it. But Call of Duty is going to pull some of your player base away. It's just as easy to say as that. So you have a good window of opportunity of you to get that game out there and promote it. So the sooner the better. That's why we said in the past it would have been good. Some people have even talked about having a delay for the game and just postponing it until that dead time in Call of Duty, because November is going to take up a lot of COD. The beginning of December is going to lead into Season 1 in the integration of Warzone, which is going to take up a lot of COD. There is Zombies, which has a whole niche of a player base that's going to want to play it. So Call of Duty is going to take up a lot of time inside this sphere of first-person shooters. So XDefiant hopefully can keep up and keep their wits going with that by promoting more and marketing more and just kind of giving everyone what they want. They want to be a community-driven game, which is what might save them in the long run. I don't know, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about it. Yesterday we talked about how they could coexist, so it's good to talk about how they might not be able to coexist. So there's both ends of the spectrum when it comes to that. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. I appreciate all love and support recently, guys. You guys have been insane. We are pushing with content over these next couple of weeks. So love you guys to death. I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces, boys.